You know what? I'm not a UI designer, and I'm not an expert in terms of the profitability models of microtransactions in video games, and at the same time, I also do not have data that Microsoft have on their users' behaviors. But what do I have? Well, I've got a wallet, and I've got at least half a brain that knows what it's going to give said corporation out of my hard-earned cash. So I have some suggestions, and honestly it does mean reworking the store completely. So is this a quick fix? Sadly not. However, I do genuinely believe that these suggestions will encourage people like me who cannot get behind the current store to purchase more credits, more items, and change my mentality to making in-game purchases, striking a balance between consumer friendliness and the studio's profitability. So let's break it down.
Ultimate Halo.
Hey up lads and lasses, Fletch here from Ultimate Halo, and if you're not already, please do consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot, especially if you like Halo Infinite content, then why not? What have you got to lose, right? And also, my Twitch is in the description down below. Feel free to follow me there, come talk about Halo on my streams, ask me anything you want. Please do, let's talk. Thank you. Anywho, so first of all, we need to set the scene with who we think our core target audience is, because all of this falls apart if we do not set the right scene. So after some thought, I've come up with 3 main categories. So first of all, we have the casual fan. These people don't really like to spend because it's not their main hobby. They're there to play with their friends primarily, and they don't really play Halo in particular too often. So they're less likely to spend any expendable income they have on the game. Then we have the big spenders. These people are the ones willing to pay whatever to get the exclusive items, don't care for prices, and they don't really care for fear of missing out. They will just buy it because they love it. Then we have the classic cosmetic enthusiasts. Morally, these people oppose the shop. They enjoy the classic way of unlocking stuff, which is understandable, and they also feel resentful on how restrictive the new system is. As such, they are unlikely to purchase any items. Okay, great. So I think these are the 3 main categories, but of course there are more, but these are the key groups if you ask me. So let's establish why those who oppose the current customization system won't want to spend any cash. And firstly, there's a principle of how the previous games did it. Whilst I think this is a big element of why people are frustrated, I think over time we will learn to accept that Halo is going with a new model and that times are changing. But I think one of the key elements here is the perceived value of said items in the shop. Let's just take the Enlightened Path bundle in the shop at the minute, which is 2,000 credits, which equates to about £16 or $20. In this, you get the effects bundle along with an emblem that is repeated, so you can use it in different places such as your gun, your Spartan, vehicle and your nameplate. So in reality, you're getting the same emblem multiple times, but it's to give you the perception that you're getting more, and the worst part is you cannot buy any of these items separately. Another reason why people don't want to spend money is because of how restrictive the current system is in terms of how it allows you to use the items you earn or purchase. For example, right now I currently have the SSG Space Station Gaming armor coating, and you know what? I absolutely love it. I think it looks sick, it supports an esports team, and it helps out my boy Uber Nick. Woo! Yeah, baby. Alright, so as much as I love this coating, I cannot use it with any other armor piece. None. So all of this armor that I'm unlocking in my battle pass, can I use it with this coating? Absolutely not. And this is the annoying thing, because there are so many elements that are locked behind armor cores that I cannot mix and match. So I'm now in a position where I do not want to change anything because I love this coating so that much that I just don't want to purchase any armor from the store because I physically cannot use it. But with that said, there are some crafty modders and Blender users out there who have shown us exactly what cross-core customization could look like. These first images are by Mr. Gruntington on Twitter, and you should absolutely check him out. He does some fantastic, awesome Blender Halo art, and it's helped me out a lot in my upcoming piece. But look at these Spartans, don't they look amazing? They look wholly unique, they've all got different personalities, and it just shows how good your Spartan can look if given the option. Now, of course, I do just want to play devil's advocate with myself because I understand that 343 do to some extent want to have some control over these cores. Of course, you want the original Halo Reach style armor to look very Halo Reach, but at the same time, shouldn't that be my prerogative how my Spartan should look and what things I want to mix and match? Just a bit of food for thought. But anyway, on the other hand, you could argue, well, Fletch, this is all done in Blender, not in game. Well, thankfully, modders have expressed how minimal effort is needed to actually rework the system to allow cross-core customization, and honestly, some of the armor looks sick. And at the same time, some of it still looks trash, but you know what? It's all a matter of taste, and if I want my Spartan to look like a piece of trash online, that's my choice. I'm paying money for it, so I should be able to, in theory, have it look however I want. Wow, I'm really starting to sound like an entitled millennial. Nevertheless, you understand my point, and by restricting how the player decides to use their coatings and armor pieces, you are in a way locking them into their Spartan looking in a particular way and not wanting to experiment, which could in turn discourage them from spending more money if they play around with cool combinations over time. Let's put it this way, the more options I have, and if I see a cool helmet and I want to purchase that directly, then why shouldn't I be able to do that? And if I'm willing to spend the money, let me do it. But instead, I'm in a position now where it's like, well, I'm happy with how my Spartan is. Why am I going to spend even more money? So what exactly do we need to do now to improve Halo Infinite's store? Well, first of all, it's allow a player to purchase any item individually, and then the bundles should be presented as a value option. Bundles, just generally in life, are always perceived as something that give you more bang for your buck. Spend more money, get more stuff. It's economy scale, for goodness sake. But in Halo Infinite, the mentality is more lock items in bundles that force users to pay for more items that they simply just do not want. So that would be my suggestion. Allow players to pay for items individually, and then look, hey, if you want to spend more money, mate, go ahead, buy a bundle. That's great. Next, it's all down to the credit system, and we're going to loop back to our target markets and how their behaviors will influence purchases. So what's my suggestion? Well, do you remember Halo Reach? Well, credits are a thing you would earn through playing the game, and you could unlock items through it. Now, I know what you're thinking, Fletch, how on earth are 343 going to make money if you just make them play the game, earn currency, and then unlock the stuff? So this is how the system will work, and you would play a game that gets you only a small amount of credits. It wouldn't be substantial enough for you to quickly purchase any store items. It just takes some significant grinding. But at the same time, we have what we call the foot in the door mentality, which I'll illustrate on screen now. So let's say you fall under the casual fan category of players, and you've played the game for a little while, and as a result you've accumulated 1,400 credits. You go have a look at the store, and there's a bundle that costs 2,000, and to be honest, there's some pretty cool items on there. So you go ahead and you buy 1,000 credits for £8. So that kind of tips you over the amount of credits you need to buy the bundle. So you buy it, you get the items, you're happy with your purchase, but then you have a residual 400 credits left over. This leaves the casual player at a crossroads. You can either pay more credits to buy another, or maybe you can purchase a cheaper item in the store, or you could continue to grind to buy more stuff from the store. This is a win-win because the player is encouraged to spend money, but they're also encouraged to continue playing this game. But at the same time, what if you are one of these other player category types, let's say the big spender? You're likely to continue spending anyway because you want to be the first to get all of these items, you're a bit of a completionist, and there's still the fear of missing out when the store resets. And I'm not saying that FOMO is a good thing, but there's some element of this in the timed store, so we're just kind of assuming we're going off that basis. Then for the classic cosmetic enthusiasts, they're also in the same boat as the casual fan. They can continue to grind out the game, do the battle pass, and they can also earn points and be encouraged to spend on the store due to them being short of how many credits they have. So right now, I'm personally in a position where I refuse to purchase anything from the store because I just don't feel like there is any value. I feel like items are egregiously overpriced, but if I'm already part way there, like the example I give, and I just need to spend a little bit of money just to get myself over the edge to be able to buy these items, then why wouldn't I spend just a little bit of money? The mentality I'm thinking is, well, if it's just like buying a beer on the weekend, why wouldn't I just drop £8 on some points and then I've still got some credits left over to keep on grinding? As well as this, I also feel like fans should be able to grind the game to earn points to purchase the battle pass. Having a healthy population and community is just as important for this game to be able to succeed for its profitability. But at the same time, the same principle also applies here. If the battle pass costs 900 credits for the season and the current battle pass rewards you with 1,000 300 credits in total. You've got your foot in the door with some 400 residual credits, so you can purchase more things from the store or maybe be encouraged to buy more credits. You get the idea. Anyway, so I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this is a preferable measure to improve the store in Halo Infinite? And I want you to bear in mind that, of course, yes, going back to the Halo Reach days of unlocking stuff would be excellent, or even Halo 3, that was my preferred method. But we have to realize that the model has changed, times have changed, and player and, well, kind of consumer behaviors have changed in general. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Once again, my name is Jack Fletcher. I will see you next time on the one and the only Ultimate Halo.
Subscribe now to Ultimate Halo for more unfriggin' believable Halo content.